Alright, how's it going, class? My name is Dustin Mounts, and this is my week 5 video overview. The title of my paper is A Croatian Identity, so I'll be tackling the Croatian region of the Balkans, and obviously its people, more primarily. My paper's thesis is an attempt to uncover the Croat culture and whether it is an imagined community based on religious and historical traditions, or is it the Croats' attempt to disassociate themselves from political misfortunes, in my attempt to generate a greater ground truth of the Croat culture. The thoughts, ideas, and expressions from actual Croats will be utilized to investigate and paint a picture of what it actually means and is to be a Croat. This idea derives from the tangled mess of the Balkans, which has dealt with conflict throughout the years due to integrated cultures. But to an outsider like myself, the people who occupy the area are not always easily identifiable, meaning they all look the same, they share the same language, and a lot of the same markers. Croatia is a host to Serbians and Bosnians who have their own cultural layout, which conflicts with the Croats. For this, I will be using Michael Agar's LC1 and LC2 approach, obviously, to tear down the biases I have formulated throughout my time spent in that country. My own biases are falsely represented to paint a cold, tense culture. But throughout this course, I've learned to question my own biases, and I tend to seek out who and what actually makes a Croat. I plan to use some open source material. This will help me generate ideas, questions, but my primary focus will be on the books, articles, and journals for the preliminary historical findings. However, the majority of my research is from the interviewees. One of my interviewees is a Croatian who lives half her time in the United States and half the time in Croatia. So obviously she'll be a very good, very vital portion of this paper. She will, probably the strongest of the three. The next one is a mother, a Croatian mother who lives fully in Croatia. She's lived through socialism, communism, the ethnic cleansing that went on. And then lastly is a friend of mine who was married to a Croatian female. They had a child together. He's still in the soft community, so he kind of shares that military experience, plus having that background of being integrated with the Croatians. That's about it. Thanks.